Hey, my name is Andi Hauk, and I'm a high school Bible teacher and the high school spiritual life director, and I'm coming to you from one of my favorite places in the world. It's Texas A&M University. We're here visiting our daughter, and I was thinking about what I wanted to say this week in a devotional, and I was having a really hard time coming up with it. And then yesterday morning, it just came to me. Take that back. It was actually this morning. I was talking with a friend the other day about how right now it feels overwhelming in this world. It feels like that we don't have enough soldiers to battle what we're battling. We don't have enough people who are praying. We don't have enough. Like it's a uphill battle. And I woke up this morning thinking about coming here to A&M, and I love A&M and love so much about A&M. We have all sorts of crazy traditions, but one of them is this statue right behind me. His name is E. King Gill, and this is the 100th anniversary of the 12th man. What the 12th man is, it originated with E. King Gill. He was a basketball player who had also played football at A&M, but he chose to stick with basketball. Well, there was a game 100 years ago that he got called out of the stands to stand on the sidelines because so many people got injured that the football coach needed another backup. And so E. King Gill suited up and stood on the sidelines of the whole game. He never went in, but he was that 12th man just in case they needed him. And even today, the student section at Texas A&M football game stands the whole time because they are the 12th man, ready to go in if the coach calls them. And I started thinking about that. And of course, 12 is a super significant number to us in the New Testament when we talk about the disciples. And it dawned on me, one of my favorite passages in Acts is Acts 17. And Acts 17 is in Thessalonica, and the men of Thessalonica go to Jason's house. And Jason is a Jewish convert to Christianity, and they're looking for the disciples. They're looking for these men who are sharing this new gospel, and they can't find them, but they drag Jason out of his house and they take him in front of the council. And in Acts 17:6 they say, and these men who turned the world upside down have come here also. And they want to put Jason and some men on trial. But think about that. These men who have turned the world upside down have come here also. That was 12 men. In Acts chapter 1, Jesus is ascending, and there's 12 men who get the Holy Spirit from the fire, tongues of fire that are on their heads, that they get the Holy Spirit. In the next chapter, they share the gospel in everybody's languages. They can hear in their own language, and they grow to 3,000. By Acts chapter 17, they are known. Those 11 men, plus Matthias, the new disciple, are known as the men who've turned the world upside down. And I started thinking, God doesn't need us to have millions of soldiers. He doesn't need us to come with all the right weapons other than the weapons he's given us, right? Because God has won the battle. That's how the book ends. Like, there's no question about who's going to win. It's already done. But I get to come stand on the sidelines and be ready to go in. And I get to be part of the team that turns the world upside down. And it hit me. Like, we don't need to look for more. We need to be where we are. We need to be prepared with the sword of truth. We need our helmet of salvation. But we need to understand that we come from a place from victory, and God doesn't need our numbers. He needs our hearts, and he needs our willingness to fight in the battle that he's given us. And man, we get to be part of the group that turned the world upside down. I feel like I challenge my students with that every year, and so it was funny to me that it came to me. I thought, this is always the thing to me, is to be part of the people that turn the world upside down, no matter how few of us there are. So I hope that this next week that you will join with me in praying for our school, praying for our city, and praying for our country, and praying for the gospel to just spread like wildfire, to be part of the people that turn the world upside down. And I hope that you'll pray with me that that's what we're equipping our kids to do. I think GCA is an amazing place where we get to do that every day. We get to disciple kids, and we get to challenge them, and we get to partner with you as parents. So let's be part of the group that says, you know what? It doesn't matter how many we have. It doesn't matter how unprepared we look to the world. Our goal is to understand that we are to look different, and that we are called to turn the world upside down. So I hope you'll join me in praying this week. Thank you for listening.